Hello nail friends and welcome back to another Honey Doll Nails video. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so that you may be notified of all future videos. On this channel, we do product reviews, nail tutorials for beginners, watch me work, and lots of nail talk. And if that's something that you're interested in, then what are you waiting for? Why don't you subscribe, like, and comment? And while you're at it, share this video with a friend. So today I wanted to do a modification of these nails that I saw on TikTok. And I also saw a set of these nails on Pinterest. Now, I'm always talking about I don't like to copy and paste, but I did want to try out these nails modified. So I went onto AliExpress and onto Amazon and I found some nail stickers kind of similar to these nails. And I'm going to show you how I came up with a beautiful nail design. So let's get started. These are the nail stickers that I found on AliExpress. They were $1.86. Now the colors are definitely different than the original design, and that's just fine with me. They were a little brighter, but they do give you 2 sheets per color. So you can do a lot with these water decals. I also found some art glitter flakes. They're kind of big to match the splatter backs because I definitely wanted to do like a modified design. Like I said before, they were only $6. Not bad, because sometimes you want to try stuff out. You just don't want to buy a big huge bag of this glitter. You want to see if it's worth the money. Definitely worth it. I will leave everything that I use in this video in the description box below. All right, so first what I want to do is I want to also show you these foils, these soft foils. So I will be doing one nail with soft foil to give it like an accent. So I'm going to start out with my gel polish here that I got from E-Culture Nails. Came in a 1, 2, 3 gold box kit. It's kind of like a yammy color, kind of orange, kind of not, but that's definitely going to be my base coat for my 2 nails in the middle, like my middle finger nails that I'm going to be doing these splatter backs on. Now I will put some splatter on each nail, but I wanted to show you if you did want to do a full 10 set of splatter backs just on the nails with just regular mauve polish, I will be showing you how to do that. I did do 2 nails like this, but the rest of the nails were modified. So first thing that I would suggest that you do is decide where you want to lay down your very first splatter. Now, if you want to do your splatters by hand, that's fine, but I do realize that everybody doesn't know how to do a splatter. Okay, it's the most easiest thing to do. It's just a circle, and then you just pull lines down from each side. So you see they have different types of splatter backs. I suggest, which you do not have to take my suggestion at all, okay? But when it comes down to ones that don't know how to draw and don't know how to lay stuff down, I suggest you go from dark to light or light to dark. So I'm going to put down my darkest, then light, then dark, then light. It gives a little contrast. And then in between that, I'm going to go in and fill in my negative spaces. So I have my little water. Any water will do, even warm water, cold water, really doesn't matter. So I suggest that you use the ones that are alike. So you see they have some round ones and they have some that are different, pulled in different ways. So for this particular design, because I did want to get as close as I could to the actual design without imitating the design. So I'm going to be using the same splatter backs on each nail. The one that I thought that was closest to it without being closest to it, okay? So I'm just going to lay everything out, cut everything out, and then later on I'm going to show you how I lay them all down at one time. But for the beginners, we're just going to start with one nail. and I'm going to show you how I did it. So I'm going to start with blue, and then green, and then orange, and then yellow, and then hot pink. And then I'm going to lay in some extra ones, like I said earlier, in the negative spaces. This is such a cute design, especially now that, you know, we're going into spring. You know, you want to bring out the colors. You guys know I love colors. Anything less than a neon is just not worth it for me. If I'm going to do my own nails, okay? This set is for me. I'm doing my own nails. So I was like, you know what? Let me do something that's going to be exciting for me. Also, what you could do is you could get you some glow in the dark top coat. And you could take your time and trace out each splatter, or 1 or 2 splatters, and then that way it'll glow in the dark. Some of them will, some of them won't. It's up to you. Some of the polish that I use, because later on you're going to see me do some ombres, and some of the ombre polish that I use, like the yellow and the green, actually was glow in the dark. Didn't make it that way, it just came that way. Okay, so the polish that I'm going to be using is going to be, of course, Lily Cute. I'm going to be using Lily Cute, the polish that has like the black specks in it for Easter, like the Easter egg polish. So some of them I'm going to use Easter egg polish, and some of them I'm just going to use neons. So I'm just dipping in the water. So like I said, you can never have too much water. If you laid one of these things down and you left it, it's still going to be okay. Just dip it back in water again. Okay, now if you are thinking that maybe it might dry out, then you can also just lay it on a wet paper towel. You know, water decals slide off. Let me show you. See that? Once you give it a couple of minutes, it will slide off. It will. Okay, and then once it slides off, like I said, you just decide where you want to lay it at. All right, so now I'm laying down my first splatter. That looks good, right? Of course. When I found these stickers, I'm like, yes, I have to bring it to my nail friends, because everybody cannot draw. Like me, I don't draw. I really don't. I like abstract designs. I like to airbrush, because with airbrushing, you have the stencils. The stencils do all the work for you. Okay, so now I'm doing green. Now, what you want to do, what I found is the best way to do it, is to offset them. So you're going to see some of them actually laying over on the side, and you just take some scissors and just cut those little pieces off. It's not a big deal. I wouldn't cut them off when they first lay down. I would let them lay down for a while and come back and cut them off later. Now, you did not see me wipe off the tacky layer from the base coat. To me, that's going to help your water decals to lay without slipping and sliding. Now, you can wipe it off if you're confident in yourself about it. But just remember, when you do that, that will allow you to move your water decal around. But for me, when I do it, because I know exactly where I want it to lay, I don't want it to move around. When I lay it down, I want it to be laid down. But if you're just starting to do nails, once you put on your polish, or just say for instance, you're going to do clear nails, because this really looks good on clear nails, and you're going to see that in a minute. Now, see those little tabs hanging off on the side? The reason why I don't wipe off the tacky layer is because when I get ready to cut those off, I don't want my decal to be sliding all over the place while I'm trying to cut off, you know, the little pieces that I need to cut off later. But if you're, like I said, not confident in the fact that when you lay it down, you might want to move it, then it would be best for you to take an alcohol pad and wipe your polish off, and then put your water decals on. Okay, so that's my suggestion to you. I like working with water decals because they're so much fun. You can make all types of scenery with the water decal. You know, it's up to you. You know, your imagination can run wild when it comes down to water decals. But I thought these were cute. They also had some drips too that were water decals. Now, I have purchased drips that were kind of thick embellishments, they did not do well. I did not like them. So like I said, now since the nail has set a little bit, I'm just going to go and just trim. Now whatever else is hanging off to the side, guess what? No big deal. Because when I get ready to put my base coat, that's going to take care of all that. And then later on, I'm just going to file the edges off anyway. So it really doesn't matter. You know. So now I'm going to take this hot pink and, like I said, just fill in the holes. I could have left it like that because it does look good. But this is a cute little design if you would like to try it. Now I've laid that down and you see how that looks? You're just layering it up, you know. And then of course there's a negative space on the other side of the blue, and I'm going to lay something there too. Let's take a little blue one and put it at the tip. Let me know if you would definitely want to, you know, purchase these little splatter bags. Aren't they so cute? These water decals, they're so easy to work with. They lay down really, really nice. They really do. I definitely would recommend them. They don't cost that much. You could definitely get $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 worth. And do splatter backs all summer long. Now this would look good on your toes. Just think about how good it would look on your toes. I mean, really. It would also look good, because I'm making some press-ons, but it would also look good underneath a gel overlay, underneath acrylic overlay. You know, it would even look good if you were going to do nails like undersided. So like the nails are clear, you put it down, then you put white gel over top of that, and then you clear cap it. Underneath the nail could be the splatter back. It doesn't have to be on the front. It could be underneath the bottom of the nail, underneath when you flip the nails over. You could also do it as a lazy girl nail. So much. So much. I'm going to put the base coat on there. You know, carefully put your base coat on. Now, if you're using these water decals, just make sure that your nail is free of water. Okay, before you put your base coat on. I say put a base coat on because you're going to seal it, and then after that I'm going to put on your matte polish. So let's move on. This polish that I got from eCulture, very nice polish, very smooth. I didn't have any problems with any lint in it, you know, so I definitely will be buying another box from them later on. They're having a sale right now, as a matter of fact. You can definitely probably go there and get something right now. But these are the polishes that I'm going to be using for my ombres. Don't know if I'm going to use that yellow, that orange or not, but I'm definitely going to use yellow. This yellow right here was really nice. Didn't realize that it was a glow-in-the-dark yellow, but it was. I don't know if that's just how it came or what, but definitely so. So I'm just going to put down one coat. Now eventually I did put down 2 coats because I didn't like the fact that it was see-through at the top. And I'm just going to take my ombre brush, my big huge ombre brush, and I'm just going to pull that down a little. I'm going to do that to the rest of the nails in different colors. I think that might have been the only nail that wasn't eggshelled. Didn't have an eggshell yellow. I had an eggshell gold, and this is an eggshell pink. Eggshell blue, eggshell purple, eggshell green. So I just dipped my brush in a little bit of alcohol and just pulled it down. Now for the differentiation between my gel polish and the clear, because I'm going to leave the tips of these nails clear And that's where I'm going to be laying down the same light color splatter. So if there's a blue nail, I'm going to lay a blue splatter. If it's a yellow nail, I'm going to, yellow splatter. I really enjoy doing this set of nails. I love doing colored nails because it's fun. Like I'm always saying, doing nails should be fun. If you do nails and it's not fun, then maybe you should consider another line of work, or maybe it's your hobby, you know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's supposed to be fun, right? So if it's not fun, why are you doing it? Doing nails is supposed to be like, your creative juices is supposed to be flowing. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm going to do a set of nails and I don't exactly know what I'm going to do, I will dream about those nails. I'll dream about colors flowing and colors this and that. And then when I get up the next day, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Because I'll be thinking about it while I'm sleeping at night. Okay, so now let's get back to the nails. Now, I'm using light colors. So for the green, I'm using this green. These are some big flakes. I'm gonna let you know that. So when you're laying them down, you definitely don't want to pile them up, because what's gonna happen, you can layer them up, but you definitely don't want your first layer to be so thick, because what's gonna happen is when you put it into the dryer, the flakes are gonna rise up, and then you're gonna have to either file them down or pull them off. So just be aware of that when you're using these particular flakes. So I'm going to use the blue now for the blue. And I'm using extender gel. Now you ask me, why am I using extender gel? Because I never use extender gel for anything. I have so much gel, excuse me, that I do not use this gel, and it's just sitting in my cabinet. And I'm like, I'm gonna make me a set of nails. I'm gonna see if I can use this extender gel. Guess what? Gel is gel. You have thicker gels and then you have thinner gels, but basically gel is gel. If it holds it down, use it. If it holds it down, use it. That's what I say. I really don't see the need to buy all of these different types of gels when they basically will hold down glitter, because that's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to hold down some glitter. That's it. And when it comes down to thicker glitter, like these big octagon glitters here, then you definitely want to have a thicker gel. I have tried to lay them down with base coat. No, because I have to do it in too many layers. So when I'm doing my nails, I try to do my nails fast. I try to do them in less layers as possible. Maybe one layer, maybe one coat, because I don't want to waste anything. But eventually I do go back and do a second coat of each jelly, because these are jellies. These eggshell polishes are jellies. As you can see right through them. So eventually I do go back and I do add a second coat. But I wanted to see how they looked first. And I was like, well, I don't think I want my nail bed to show. I don't mind about the tip showing, but the nail bed, no, I don't really like that. So this one purple nail, let's talk about this purple nail. Look at the glitter flakes for this purple nail. It's got gold in it and a little purple, a little pink. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I would like a whole set of nails like this, including my toes. Just really, really pretty. At the tip of this nail, I am going to be putting my purple foil. I have like a purplish pink foil. So I'm going to make that and like an extra look on the nails. And it came out absolutely beautiful. If you saw the thumbnail. So yeah, so now I just wanted to say this. As I'm going from left to right, from right to left, like I have it high to the right, and then I bring it down an angle, excuse me, to the left. You want to do the opposite on the other set of nails. So when you put them on, they're coming towards each other. So you'll see what I'm saying. So now I'm going to go high on the left and low on the right. But then, like I'm saying before, you know, they're just so pretty that you can do them any way you want to. You could have went straight across. You could have went straight across. You could have did an S. You could have put the glitter right over top of the polish. You could have did that. There's so many ways that you could do it. I like this yellow. I liked all the colors really, but the yellow was really saying something to me. I just want to do my toes yellow and this purple. That's just so pretty. So just take your time, and like I said, whenever if you decide to do this exact set, or if you decide to do something like this in the future, just remember that you want to press down on your glitter flakes so that when you put them in the lamp, they don't rise up like a cake, because they will. Because when you're using thick glitters and the glitter starts to set with thick glue, it will rise. So you might have one sticking up and then it'll turn into a chart and it might cut you. You don't want that. Even if before you even put on your overlay, because you know, if you're going to do this with a client, you don't want your client to touch their face and then they cut themselves with one of these charts because it just came out of the lamp and it's hard. So you want to think about that too. So in the beginning, I showed you the little pods that the glitter came in. So there were two of each color. One was a darker and one was a lighter. So I tried to go with the ones that were the most opaque. Even though these glitters are so shiny and almost basically the same, you could get your little pod together and you could mix all the blues, you could mix all the purples, all the pinks, and probably come up with something even better. You know, because it did have two greens, it had two blues, it had two pinks, it had two yellows. One was just lighter than the other. I have purchased a whole bag of this green, so that's the reason why I decided to see if I could find some little pods of each color. Now I'm going to be looking for black, red, iridescent. You know, I'm going to be looking for that too, to see if I can probably get all the colors, because they were just so pretty. You could do so much with it. Just beautiful. And they refract really good because I like that. I like anything aurora, iridescent, refracting glitters, AB crystals, encapsulations, anything that's going to float or look like it's floating. Just don't want to put on too much. So I'm just going to wipe off some of them. And before you put them in the lamp, just check it and make sure that there's nothing sticking up. Because once it comes out of the lamp, you're going to have to file that off. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So now you see that I have laid down all my colors. I've gotten them all wet. And now I'm getting ready to just throw them on. One at a time, of course. But now that they're wet and I could just pick them up and slide them off and put it on this nail, put it on that nail, we're going to go a little bit faster now. I enjoy doing this set. Like I said before, I will definitely do it again in different colors. I want to try to see if I can find some red splats, some purple splats, even some white ones if I can. If I do, I'll definitely let you know. But I did enjoy doing this set and can't wait to wear them. Can't wait to wear them. Can't wait to show you what they look like when I put them on. When I do my nails, I'll wait almost a month before I put the nails on. I don't know why. I just can't make them and then put them on the very next day. Because I'll be so busy. I have to at least have a 2-week window. So I do have a vacation coming up, and I will definitely be wearing these nails on my vacation. Definitely looking forward to that. So let me know how you're doing, nail friends. I would like to know. Thank you so much for those that have subscribed to the channel. Just wanted to say that. And thank you to the ones that are just coming in. Welcome to the channel. If there is something that you would like me to review, please let me know. I really don't believe in buying everything that comes out on the market because it starts to become overconsumption. You know, I don't want a whole bunch of stuff in my salon that I know that I'm not going to be using. I only buy products that either I'm going to be using myself or that I know my clients really want. So I noticed that there are a lot of nail techs out there that just overdo it. You know, they have to have every product that comes out, and most of the time it's because they're being sponsored. Now, I have gotten a few emails about being sponsored by these companies that just only thing they really want is your money. And then another thing too, they want you to give them a review. And I'm going to let you know about the review. If I can't give a review based on how good or how bad your product is, then you cannot buy me so that I can give your product a review that's not worthy of that review. So let me just say that. Okay, all products are not made equal. I have some very expensive nail products, and I have some products that are cheap. Guess what? To me, they're the same. They're the same. They do the same. I can apply them the same. I haven't had any type of liftage or breakage with my clients or anything like that. They're the same. I think it's really all in your technique anyway. Once you get your technique down, it doesn't matter if you're using baking soda and flour. You can put some nails together. You know what I'm saying? You can use crayons and markers for your nail art design. It really doesn't matter. There are just so many products out there, and everybody's got a product and everybody wants you to buy it. You buy at your own risk. That's why whenever I bring you something, it's like, okay, everybody can afford it. Because everybody cannot afford $2,000 polish. You got to be making that too. Let's talk about that. You got to be making $1,500 a day doing nails in order to buy everything that comes out on the market. Otherwise, you're just going to have a whole salon full of products that you're not using. I have some products in my salon now. I haven't even opened the boxes yet, and I've had it for years. Because I'm like, okay, I don't even know if I want to even use that or not. And it was just a waste of money. You know, I think it's certain things that nail tech should have. Like if you're an acrylic queen like me, I like acrylic. You should have at least 4 to 5 brushes. Why do you have one brush? You should have 4 to 5 brushes, okay? If that's all you do is foil, like this foil right here, why do you think that you need every foil that ever came out? If you're not making that money, I would not suggest you get that. But if you're making it, like I said, if you're making $1,500 and up a day doing nails, then by all means, buy everything that you can. But then you have to promote yourself. Like I said before, if you're going to start your business, you really need to get your budget together. If your budget is $5,000, why spend all that on polish? You need to find out what your niche is and go for that, because everybody's not going to be good at everything. I know I'm not. I'm good at what I'm good at, and what I'm good at, I'll show you. You know, there's no gatekeeping here on this channel. If I know how to do something, I'll bring it and I'll show you how to do it. But I noticed that some nail techs gatekeep on whatever their techniques are. They'll show you a half, but they won't show you all. I noticed that too, and I don't like that, because I'm like, listen, you know, if I'm eating, you're gonna eat too. If I can help you in any way to make money by doing nails, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you the techniques that God showed me, because I remember when I couldn't even polish a nail. I couldn't even polish a nail. I have been doing nails for like 5 years. I just could not do a manicure. Every time I did a manicure, I wouldn't send my clients to the hospital, but they would have band-aids on. They would have band-aids on. I'm not going to tell you no lie, they would. But I don't know. Maybe it was just my personality, or they just like looking at my face, that they would continually come back. So, to be honest with you, I would just give them a discount and they would come back next week. or the week after that. You know, until I got it right. But there's still some things that I'm not so good at. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm good at everything, because I'm not. But what I am good at, like I said, nail friends, I will share with you. All right. So now after that's done, then of course you see me do my blooming gel thing, which just has this crazy blooming gel design. And this is what we end up with. Look at these beautiful nails. I just love them. I just love them so much. Can't wait to wear them. So this is the end of this video. I hope that it was informative to you in some way. Until I speak to you again, nail friends, God bless you and have a wonderful day.